just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Now a guy who grew up just south of here across the river, Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Wentz. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next score, Eagles 7, Colts nothing.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down it goes. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick-6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick-6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here. 2nd and 3. Wentz going to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now after the sack, Wentz and the Colts, they're left looking at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Play action. Here's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 27 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Hurts will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the 1st as they kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Patrick Johnson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. To try again after the sack. Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Wentz now on 1st down. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked off near the 44. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throw left side complete. That's Watkins. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score.
2nd and 11 now. Wentz. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally really didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. A big play there on the fake field goal. So they pulled a little rabbit out of their hat, nearly for 6, almost got the fake into the end zone. Either way, they're set up really nicely.
So we all fell for the illusion, didn't we? Did they saw someone in half on stage on that one? I mean, that was something right there. We fell for the fake in a big way, as did the defense. And look what it turned into, a monster play. And now they're set up inside the 5-yard line.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Officially nothing on that one. No gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. That's into the hands of Pascal. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Here's Wentz to throw. Throws this one right side to Pascal. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go play action with Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down.
Hurts.
He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Devontae Smith
in the final seconds of the first half. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And the Eagles will extend.
Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
on with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. A big play there for Philly.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Looking for Campbell downfield.
Yeah, he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Wentz going to throw. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 44 yards. And the Colts gain a bit of respectability. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. They'll roll him out right. Airing it out deep for Smith. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Fights through, and now a crease. And the Colts are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
Man, you're getting deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just 1 big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Wentz now on 1st down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Colts. Paris Campbell, 28 yards.
And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's Hurts to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Another run here with Sanders. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are closing. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's second and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Working from the gun, Wentz. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Again, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Wentz now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Pascal's got it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Throwing on first is Wentz. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Pittman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First and 10, Taylor now. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And that touchdown, well, it barely puts a dent in this lead. And unfortunately, I'm having too many flashbacks right now. I remember getting beat down like this playing before.
Oh, yeah? College, high school?
College, not a heck of a lot of fun. I still remember playing and trying to tackle an elusive tailback who ended up scoring 4 touchdowns, 226 yards. He scored so many times and had so many great runs, I knew every note to their school's fight song.
Bet that ice bath felt extra cold afterwards, too.
Oh, no, there was no ice bath. You're just trying to get out of there before the reporters got to you.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And able to get this out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flushed out right. And Hurts able to show off some of that elusiveness as he slides to the ground there, and in the process picks up the 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 30. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
We got 3. We got 3. I got 1. I got 1. I got 1. Get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense can crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Hurts looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Oh, this is taken out. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Elliott on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick-6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run once more with Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.